our sister station is looking for the face of, and it's not this one, MyNDT. MyNDTV. Did I get it? What is it? MyNDTV? Okay, MyNDTV. All right, anyway, we're gonna have open tryouts. This is another reason why it's not gonna be this face, I can tell you that, or the brain that's behind it. Open tryouts, the first one is taking place at Terry Lee Honda in Avon. It's gonna be 5 to 8 next week, Tuesday. There's the information right there on the screen. The next one is gonna be April 15th at the Helen Wells Agency Studio. All the details in the application on IndyTV.com. There you go. Be the face, be the voice. Then I won't have to do things like this and screw it up. Speaking of face, speaking of voice, speaking of brains, Vanessa Chelmey's here.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. We got a letter. We got a kind of a specific situation, but not necessarily a rare one.
Right. Right, Andy.
I've got it right here. Do you want me to read a little bit of it?
Yes, from a viewer.
So here's what this viewer writes in. I'm a third shift worker and would like some information on nutrition, specifically for third shift workers. Seems like no matter what I try, it's not working. I'm over 50 and I'm having trouble with gaining weight and sleeping well.
Right.
So she's...
I think that's a lot of us. When I was in college, when I heard about people having sleep trouble, I was like, who?
How can you not
Come
sleep?
on, yeah. And then a few months later, a few months and a baby later, I now lay on the pillow thinking, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. You know, she's gonna wake up any minute, and I can't sleep. So I completely understand this issue. So what we've got today, we're gonna talk about 3 tips to lure ourselves to sleep naturally, and then we've got some meal ideas for our third shift viewer.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
Okay, so first of all, over here we have chamomile tea. And chamomile tea is, think of chamomile and calming. Those two go together. Ancient Asia has been using this for thousands of years to help kind of induce sleep and calm the body down. And studies recently have shown that this is the best nightcap that there is to help. We were talking about sleep trouble before, Tracy, so I want you to try this.
Okay.
Will you try it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is it no caffeine?
I'm
then,
gonna give
right?
you
This
some.
is a calming
no,
tea.
yeah,
All right.
no caffeine
You
at
always
all.
hear about tea as the same caffeine as coffee, but not in this particular instance.
No,
Okay.
and it will make a difference, and you're going to wake up less.
Okay.
So anyways, and you
I'm all
could
for
sweeten
that.
it with agave nectar because it doesn't raise the blood sugar
all
in the
right.
same way. So agave nectar
Okay.
would be a good thing to use.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so secondly, we have warm milk. And how many people did their mothers or grandmothers?
Grandmothers in
Yeah.
particular.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, it's true. And the reason is milk has tryptophan in it, which is the same thing we blame
Oh, on turkey.
turkey
Thanksgiving.
for keeping us to sleep. Yeah.
Exactly.
And so what tryptophan does is it turns into serotonin in our brain. And so it helps kind of relax us and calm us down. This is what I like to do with mine, you guys. I like to use a cup of milk. And have you tried these new Starbucks Via?
I've seen them. I
Decaf?
haven't tried them.
I did try them.
They're super yummy. And it's just a nice decaf latte. And stir that together.
But even though it says decaf, is there just maybe a hint in there? But
Slightly.
not
It doesn't
enough?
affect me.
Okay.
Most people it wouldn't affect.
Okay.
Or you could also take your warm milk and make a steamer, which a steamer is just warm milk. I mean, you could drink the warm milk by itself, and that's going to help, yes, lure you to sleep. But I add a little bit of sugar-free, like caramel, or a lot of it, and that's going to be just like
Or a lot of it.
Yeah.
Or a lot, just, you know, just...
So there's 2 different kinds of milk drinks that are gonna. So milk is our second one.
Okay, this may seem like a silly question, but how do you, when you warm up your milk, you just put it in the mug you're gonna drink it of and stick it in the microwave for a minute?
Yeah, you could do that, or on the stove. Either one is gonna work fine. And I love using cinnamon because it does promote good feelings in the brain too.
Okay.
Our final one is really cool. It's melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that's naturally in our body that helps induce sleep and regulate the circadian rhythm.
The circadian rhythm.
Yes, and it's very important.
Like
you
the
know,
way that sounds.
some of our viewers that are working third shift or are nurses, if you work all night, that's your body's natural time to sleep. Even ancient things tell us that from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., that's the best time to sleep. So some of us are fighting against that natural clock, and it can cause weight gain. There's several different factors thrown into there. Those people aren't getting the vitamin D from the sunshine they need.
Right.
Lots of different struggles. So melatonin about 30 minutes before you go to bed is a natural way to help induce sleep.
All right. There are a lot of ways popular that people attempt to induce sleep that aren't maybe the best.
As good?
Yeah,
You
are there
talked
some
about
that we should
Dr.
be?
Jack Daniels?
I have some friends who they abide strictly by the 3 beer rule.
Yes.
You know, two's not enough and 4's a party. So 3, but that's
She's
not.
like, no.
It might lull you somewhere.
No, but that has been shown actually to wake you up more often during the night. any kind of alcohol. And the other one, of course, there's medication, and some people do need that, but whenever we can do it in a natural way. I used to watch years ago, the Lunesta commercials.
Sure.
The glowing
Yes.
butterfly.
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
wanted a
that's
glowing
right.
butterfly. Yeah. So anyways, like I said, anytime you can do it naturally. And speaking of, walnuts are high in melatonin.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would be like
Oh.
a nice little snack before you go to bed.
All right.
Right.
Before you get
Before
back.
you-
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
walnuts and the sheets and
Walnuts-
stuff like that.
walnuts are great for
but
us.
You talked about weight gain and stuff. Some people, I think, when they're trying to adjust from a shift like that, they, first of all, maybe aren't eating as well as they should. And secondly, maybe they're compensating for
Yes.
by being hungry or taking in calories versus...
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure when you work all night, people get home and they're starving, and you don't want to make anything. A lot of people don't eat breakfast, whatever that is, for our
whatever
people
it
that
is,
work all
right.
night.
Right.
I'd
Exactly.
like to know from them. Breakfast, and people skip lunch, and then you get home and you're starving. And I've got a couple things here that are going to be good options for those people, because it'll be important for them to get in protein and a good carb. A lot of people skip out on protein. I can imagine, I've had a lot of nurses tell me that they're on their way out the door and the employee break room table has what? Bagels,
Bagels,
donuts,
yeah.
bunch of carbs.
Just carbs.
Load
yeah.
up on those, and you're gonna wake up feeling like there's a big lump in your stomach, and you're not gonna be hungry for breakfast.
Okay.
So here's a couple options. Have you guys seen these, the Wassa bread?
Yes.
They're light and
like
crispy,
those.
and you could put something like chicken salad or egg salad on. That would be a good, quick, fast option.
Some crunch.
Yeah, for our viewers, or these. These are some of my favorites. Sandwich Thins, and actually Nature's Own just came out with their own brand because they're so popular. So they're 100 calories a piece and 5 grams of fiber. So put some deli meat on that, and you've got something quick, quick and easy to do.
So I mean, and what everybody's got to keep in mind is your diet is directly linked to pretty much everything that happens within your body.
Yes.
I mean, right?
Yes, and people though don't think about sleep. We think that we should be supermen and women and go with as little sleep or as low quality sleep as we can. Sleep plays into your health in a big way, especially into weight.
Okay.
It really does. So we can't,
And
we
there's
need to give that
there's a huge
credibility.
market right now, not just the energy drinks, but the shots. There's a $1 billion plus industry intended for us
Energy
to pay money to deprive ourselves of what our body is craving.
Yes, I call that fake energy. We'll have to do a segment on that.
That's right. Okay, our next segment maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people get in more of a seesaw battle where they're, because some of these, there will be a crash, and probably while you're at
Oh,
work,
yeah.
because you're sucking down the whatever on the way to
Yeah.
work.
And you're suppressing things that shouldn't be suppressed. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, if your body's tired, then
It's telling
it's
you
tired.
something.
There's,
Yeah.
There's a reason, right?
You feel this way.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, so I think for our people that are watching that are third shift, I would love for them. I'm sure some of them have ideas of
absolutely,
ways
sure.
that they've worked around their schedule, that they nourish themselves properly and find time to exercise. But if they have any more questions, I would love for them to write in and throw some health curveballs at us, because schedules have so much to play into this.
Go ahead, bring the heat.
That's
bring
right.
the
Bring it
curveball,
on.
bring the heat. She will knock it
Definitely.
out of the park. If you were going to rank one of these in terms of which one people should try first, is there one that's perhaps a little easier on the system or less chance of...
Yeah, I would try doing chamomile tea first.
first, okay.
And then melatonin, I'm telling you, it's,
Yep.
it's easy, it's a little supplement, take it 30 minutes, and it's natural. Your body already produces it. But you can take it, and it's gonna help give you a good quality of sleep, so.
Great.
And that's what it's about. Even if you can get 6
Yes.
hours, make it the best 6 hours
6 hours you
possible.
can.
Absolutely, and I'm learning that after kids, that doesn't exist.
But you take what you can get and get it as high quality
yeah.
as possible. She said
Make the
she
best
threw
of it.
she threw down the gauntlet. So give us the questions, whether go to our website or Facebook, and we'll pass them on to Anessa. And again, bring the curveball. She's ready. She wants it. It is baseball season.
That's right. And
Thanks,
coming up
Vanessa.
next, we're going to have Alicia Roman. She's going to take the mystery out of the weather warnings. Stick around. That's coming up.